Well, the Protecta X was developed from a noticeable market change, really, from going from the traditional boat-style linear type product to the more open, the more acceptable bespoke LED products now. People don't want that same shape, that same function, so this is a real opportunity for us to make a real step change from what we have in the past.
For 50 years, fluorescent lamps have dictated the shape of the fittings that are out there in our market and a lot of other markets. For retrofits, this is good because there's a lot of space inside those fittings because they are big fittings, but the shape and sometimes even the materials aren't good for LEDs. This is because LEDs need direct contact between themselves, the heatsink and the air and the environment, and sometimes the old fluorescent fittings don't match that. With the Protecta X, we're really looking at really getting the best efficiency out of the LEDs, and to do that, it's all about temperature, it's all about thermal management, and the way we've done that is by separating the driver and the LED heatsink. And we've done that by creating 2 different chambers, or even 3 different chambers if you look at the Protecta X. It's 2 heatsinks and a separate chamber for the driver in itself, and this will really elongate the lifetime of the LEDs and try and match that 120,000 hours that the manufacturers of the LEDs are stating.
One of the big things we wanted to take advantage of was the fact that we could use optics to direct the light, so you weren't only getting a higher lumen output, but you were getting it where you needed it. And that we saw as one of the main drawbacks between, for our traditional luminaire, the fluorescent fittings. So we have ended up on 3 different optics that we're using. We're using an extra wide, which mimics essentially similar to a traditional fluorescent fitting. We're using a wide, which focuses the light more where you don't need the throw so much and you're getting all that light where you need it, rather than light somewhere that it's just wasted essentially. And then an asymmetric, which we can use in walkways or handrail mounted applications.
A big part of this process, a big part of this product was really to understand what the customer needs and wants. As part of that, we had 2 VOC surveys, one for external, one for internal. The one main feature that we've taken out of it, and the one positive feature that we've really got from our customer base already is the removable battery stick. Our target, our plan is to really have that as a hot swappable component, which the feedback has been fantastic so far. It's not just with regards to having a product that is potentially swappable in these hazardous environments, but also a product that allows for ease of maintenance, ease of replacement. That is the heart of what we're focusing on. So the battery stick concept really came about from our experiences and projects specifically for offshore environments. We had cases where luminaires would go through their commissioning cycles at installation, but after commissioning, power could be switched off and the luminaire could be without power for potentially 6 months to a year. During that time, the battery could go into a deep discharge state, which is often unrecoverable.
So after feedback from customers during our VOC phase and also in-house feedback, we have decided to remove the LEDs completely from the gear section of the luminaire, so they're completely separate. It means that when someone is installing the fitting or maintaining it in any way, you don't need to remove a diffuser, then remove a gear tray, potentially unwire it to remove it completely out of the way if it's hanging awkwardly. You can remove the front access panel, you've got direct access to the terminal block, so installation it's just one access panel, wire to the terminal block and close that access panel.